Hey, what's up everyone? So today come with me to Melbourne car meet. So let's see what Australian car meet looks like. So that's my second car meet in Australia, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to expect. I know that there are a lot of Australian cars. The Australian car culture, there's two main cars, being the Ford Falcon, I don't really remember what's the name of that car in other countries, and the Holden Commodore. Those are the two main cars in Australian culture. The Commodore, if I remember correctly, in other markets, especially US, I think it's called Pontiac C8 or something like that. They are very moddable. They've been produced in Australia until not so long ago. I think 2018, 2016, they were discontinued. So there's a lot of culture. I know about the culture in Australia. I know about the passion about those cars, all the history, all the heritage that those cars have here, especially because of motorsports and stuff like that. So Australia has its own uniqueness when it comes to cars. Let's go there and have a look, see what kind of cars are in the car culture in Australia. Also, there's a strong rumor that the first and only Mustang GT 650 will be there as well. So I'm saying one and only because not sure if this is common knowledge, but Australia doesn't have yet the next gen Mustangs. So I think the short list for the new Mustang starts mid this year or late this year. I heard that Ford Australia has one. It's probably a dark horse, so it will be really interesting. I'm really excited to see that guy in person. Yeah, can't wait to see it. So see you there. What a day. So many cool cars, and the shopping list only grows. Either mods for this one or new cars. Saw some really cool Lambos. That probably will be my next acquisition. Just taking some time here. Quite hot. Sun is 37 degrees. See it. I did try to make some videos in the event itself, but ended up being extremely hot. Today was probably one of the hottest days in the summer, which is not normal here in Melbourne. Was 40 degrees Celsius, and not sure if but the sun can be extra hot in Australia, so the whole ozone layer and stuff like that. So yeah, it was extremely hot. It was an amazing event. So many cars. I was blown away. That's my second car meet. It's not even close like the first one. The first one was quite nice, but it was very heavy and focused on the Australian V8s and the Australian car culture. So yeah, it was different. Not bad, just different. And this one was more like what I was looking for. Like when you go to YouTube and things like that, you usually see US-based YouTubers, and most of them in California area. So you see all those exotics and some really impressive cars. So when I think about car meets, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. My biggest highlights in the event, so I've seen some really awesome cars, most of them for the first time ever. So starting with the Lamborghini Diablo, I think that's the first time I've seen gated manual Lamborghini Diablo. It's very low. You can see in videos and stuff like that, but yeah, seeing in person, it's quite impressive and it's very aggressive. Also, the more modern Lambos, there's plenty. I counted more than a dozen of Lamborghinis, Aventador, Huracans, STOs, SVJs, everything you can imagine. Still in the Lamborghini department, I've seen an extremely rare one. Before today, I didn't know that it existed. It's a Lamborghini LM2, if I remember correctly. It's like a truck slash SUV slash pickup Jeep sort of thing. Quite quirky, so yeah, it was interesting to see. And being a Lamborghini fan, I should know better. Also, another big thing, very strong car culture in Australia, especially because we are physically located nearby, is the whole JDM culture. There was a lot of JDM and some really nice ones. That's actually maybe bringing back a little bit of this love for JDMs. I've seen a few Toyota 86 or the BRZ version from Subaru. They can be some really nice cars when you put like a body kit. I actually want one of those, probably the BRZ one. The Toyota one, people said it's more thrifty, and I'm not really drift kind of person. So probably I'll go with a Subaru BRZ. Another one that I really wanted for so long, and I almost got it before the Mustang, was the Subaru WRX. not the STI version, because I was about to buy the 2024 new model, the one that doesn't have an STI yet. So yeah, it was not super exciting, to be honest. And the previous one, the last model or last edition or something like that of the STI, it's crazy expensive at the moment. So yeah, for that kind of money, I got my Mustang and a few extra mods here and there. You probably should be expecting, still in the JDM side of things, a lot of R34s, couple here and there of R35s, some older generations as well. So a lot of Skylines, a lot of R34s. I liked them more in the past, but just by seeing how much they cost now, so yeah, that'll be a pass for now. And about Porsche, I sincerely lost count how many GT3 RSs I've seen, how many Cayman GT4s. Those are incredible cars. In fact, I saw one that is exact the same shade of purple of that spec of that Matt Armstrong rebuilt in his channel. That same beautiful purple. That was the initial inspiration for this wrap in the Mustang. It's not even close, but I like this one more now. But when I had the opportunity to wrap my Mustang, and the guy in the shop said, oh, what color would you want? You have the opportunity to pick any color you want. There's no restrictions, no limitations. What do you want to stand out from the crowd? And the first thing that came to my mind is purple. I want one day a purple Porsche GT3 RS, exactly like that same spec. The yellow interior, the yellow stitches and yellow seat belts that the car that Matt did in the YouTube channel, it's a little bit nicer than the full black interior that this one had, but still, it's a really beautiful shade of purple. I definitely will want that one. But I think for now, I can only afford the Cayman, not even the GT4. So yeah, that will be for the future. First, I need to make sure all my businesses are organized and I have everything up and running before thinking of upgrades. I already have plenty to worry about at the moment. And last but not least, there were plenty of Australian cars, plenty of Commodores, plenty of Falcons, some really old ones like very classic vintage Australian cars. By the way, if this is interesting or entertaining or anything like that, consider to leave a like and maybe subscribe. I definitely need, as a very early days for a YouTube channel. Any help is appreciated. But yeah, moving on the whole Mustang thing, I've seen so many cool Mustangs. Most of the 550 kind of generation, they are usually baseline Mustangs, either the GT. There's not a lot of EcoBoosts in Australia, interesting, but there are some, and it was really nice to see some really beautiful like Mustangs cosmetic way of like on the exterior and aesthetics of the car, but also some really like very powerful Mustangs. I have no idea what the specs are for some of those, but there's some really powerful Mustangs out there. So maybe one day I can be a very happy owner of a Mustang 67 as well. That would be a really cool project for this channel. So eventually everyone get there. Just need to persevere enough, like for long enough, and yeah, keep trying, keep hustling. And pretty sure the enthusiasm I do have, the passion and the knowledge, I feel like I'm getting there. So yeah, just need a little bit like an extra push. Oh, and I almost forgot about the start of the show. I saw in the Facebook group when people were organizing the event, someone said there was a rumor that Ford Australia had a Dark Horse, and they actually displayed the Dark Horse there. A lot of people in Reddit and on YouTube and other communities said the Dark Horse is quite ugly when you see pictures, but you'll be surprised and it can be quite nice in real life. And I have to agree, I always found the S650 weird, like some weird shapes, especially in the back, but seeing it in person, it's actually quite nice. I really like them. It looks like a slick version, almost like if the S550 had a baby with a NASCAR car, it would be the S650. Not sure if that makes sense. I think the base model Mustang GT with the V8 engine starts at around 91,000 Australian dollars, which is somewhat expensive. I can get some really interesting cars with that amount of money, and it's been a constant raise in Australian prices. I saw something in the news the other day saying that the Mustang prices are rising again with the new S650 Mustang. So things are a little bit more expensive in Australia than what they are in the US. You just need to work extra hard to get the same money and buy those kind of cars. But yeah, that pretty much summarizes everything from this beautiful hottest day in Melbourne in a long time. Can't wait for the next one. I met so many new people. Cool. So that's pretty much it for today. And also comment here like what car do you like most? What would be your dream car? If you could choose all of them, which one would you prefer? Thank you very much. See you on the next one.